Series by Brian, directed by Edgar, that really was super exciting for me because I love Edgar Wright. And then when I found out that Michael Cera was a part of it, it was impossible to say no to this. Who could say no? It was the best thing ever.
Next question. Is it hard pretending to be Canadian? Is that to Kieran? That's to everybody, especially, well, Michael, because Well, can we repeat the question? We didn't quite catch that. Oh, I'm sorry. Was it hard to be Canadian? Was it hard to pretend to be Canadian? I heard something completely different and a lot ruder. I'm sorry.
I am Canadian.
As am I.
And me too.
It was hard to work with all these Canadians.
I think we should see who's better, America or Canada, right now on stage. Well, we did shoot the film in Toronto, and so it was amazing for us to actually be. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of the locations in the film are based on photographic reference that Brian took for the drawing. So we actually got to shoot and even hang out in a lot of the places. Brian, you wanted to say something?
No, thank you.
Okay. Next question.
Hello, you all. This question is for Edgar Wright. And when you were doing the fighting scenes, were you inspired to incorporate some fighting games or something in those fights?
Yeah, there's a big, in the books there's a big video game element, and so, we wanted the different fights to appear like different levels from a video game. And as the film goes on, you obviously get to see kind of 7 fights, well, 6.5. And so the idea was to make them feel like different levels of a video game. And so, it's kind of inspired by that. So you can actually hear, within the film, you can hear some Tekken sound effects and sound effects from Sonic the Hedgehog and Zelda and Mario. And I think if you've ever played any of those games growing up, there'll be some very familiar sounds in there. So that was definitely something we were going for, yeah.
Hi, my question is for Captain America. Dude, you look funny in it too.
Hey!
I can stop laughing. Okay. I was just wondering what kind of research you did to prepare for this awesome role.
Fight training. We did training all together for 2 months before this movie. And that was amazing. And while we were doing that, we were rehearsing too, and, just going over the scenes and everything. So by the time that was over, we all felt like we kind of knew the movie, I think. Right? Right, guys? They all agree with me. You can't see, but they all nodded.
Yeah, fix his ears.
Yeah, we all There was a special boot camp for fight training. The people who, did the stunt choreography, Brad Allen and Peng Zhang, are part of Jackie Chan's fight team. So we literally had Team Jackie Chan on set and trained with them every morning. And Michael Cera was deemed, this is absolutely true, was called the Push-Up King. Mikey the Push-Up King.
Thanks, Edgar. Can I say one thing? Edgar Wright came to training every morning with us, and how many people would do that? So thank you, Edgar. Big round.
As soon as we started filming, my training all went to shit, so I apologize. Okay, next question.
I just want to add, my heart's beating like I have. It's fucking crazy. This question's for all of you. Did you feel any pressure being a part of Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah, a lot.
It was very scary, I thought. It's a big deal, and a lot of high action energy stuff. And
Meeting people and fighting them within about 3 days is not usually the way that I fight people. I usually take at least a couple of weeks before I stop handling them, so it was certainly tricky. But good people around you. It's all about having great people that you're working with, and that really made all the difference. So.
Ellen, did you have any? How did you find getting into character for Knives Chow?
well, at the beginning it was definitely
Okay, next question.
Hi. So I just wanted to say that I already saw the movie a few months ago.
Whoa.
Wait, hang on. A few months ago, one of those movie screenings, and it was so amazing, so good. You guys did a fantastic job. And I was cracking up so much. So I wanted to know, how did you guys not laugh at everything, and what was your what was the funniest scene for each of you guys to film?
Okay, this is a question for all of you. What was your favorite and funniest scene to film? Starting with Alison Pill. You're gonna go down the line, that's how it works.
I haven't seen the movie yet, but to film, it was what I don't know. So many.
All of them.
All of it was funny.
The scene when I'm on the phone with Michael and it was just his voice pre-recorded.
I haven't seen it either, but most of my scenes, I think, are just me cursing Michael, Sarah out, and that was really fun.
I don't know that I have a favorite, but I definitely ruined a lot of takes laughing on set.
Why don't you tell them about having to kiss a man?
You mean the time that you and I did it, or
Why don't you tell them what as a director, what I did for you to break the ice?
Well, in the 2 weeks leading up to this kissing scene, Edgar was very nice, very reassuring, letting me know it was going to be a nice close set, and right before I had to, he goes, you know what, it doesn't have to be a big deal, it's just, come here. And he laid a very wonderful kiss on my lips.
Do you think Sylvester Stallone kissed any of the members of the Expendables? No. They took one for the team.
I think that I only have the one scene, but I think that the most fun thing is trying to make everybody else who's on set laugh while you're acting so you can just get another take. So, to all of Sex Bomb who sat through my fight about 1 million times, I thank you very much for allowing me to do it 1 million times.
I guess my favorite was the first scene where I first come upon Mr. Sarah. There's like this part where we kind of came up with this weird line in rehearsal, and for some reason we decided to do it in a southern accent, and it still doesn't really make any sense, but it always really makes me laugh. So I guess that was we laughed a couple times and messed up a couple takes.
It is still in the film, you'll be pleased to know.
It's not in the film.
It is in the film.
It's on.
It is in the film.
It is in the film.
You'll get with it.
Okay, we're okay. We're gonna be okay.
There's a scene where we're on the couch where Envy and I are squaring off across the couch from Scott and Ramona, and Aubrey has some really funny lines there talking about New York or something. It was pretty hilarious, and I tended to crack up quite a bit during that because she did such great dry wit. So that was funny for me. And then my favorite moment of the movie was the cleaning lady conversation with Michael.
My favorite scene, and I don't want to speak for Michael, but was a scene that we did together, our shower scene. That was really, wasn't that great? The resolution? Yeah. So that was, that's still in the movie, right? Well, we'll find out. So it was exciting because the training, I feel like, paid off and everything.
It was hard for me because